So students, we're going to discuss a third organizational structure, that is hierarchical level. So in this case of the structure, as clear from the word hierarchical, there are different stages or different levels of the managers involved in organizing activities. So an other important element of company's structure is the number of levels it has in its organization. So there are different type of organizational structure according to their hierarchy. There may be a tall organizational structure, there may be a flat organizational structure. As clear from the word tall organizational structure, it means there are different level of managers involved in this type of structure, while in the case of flat organizational structure, there are only few managers involved in controlling activities of an organization. Now, moving towards tall organizational structure. Tall organizational structure have several layers of management on managers between the frontline employees and the top level. In the case of tall organizational structure, number of employees reporting to each manager tend to be smaller, resulting in great opportunities for managers to supervise and monitor employees' activity. As there are different managers, there are a lot of managers in an organization, in this case of organizational structure. So definitely there will be a few sub co-workers or sub employees who will be reporting to the top manager. So a manager will actually be looking after a small subunit. In the case of large and complex organization, there is requirement of tall organizational structure. In this case of organizational structure, there is a long chain of command similar to military. In this case, like see from the figure, we have a CEO or director, and he further has two managers who are operating the activities, and this manager is looking after two employees, and among these two employees, one is looking after one unit and other is looking after other unit. So in this case, there is long chain of command. As an organization grows, the number of management increases. So structure grows taller and taller. In tall structure, managers from the many ranks and each has a small area of control as represented in this figure. This manager is only looking after two employees or a small subunit. Now, what are the advantages? The quality of performance will be improved due to close supervision. Discipline will be improved in this case of organizational structure. Supervisor subordinate relationship will be improved. Control and supervision will be easy in this case of organizational structure, as in this case, there are different managers who are looking after their units. Now, the efforts of subordinates can be easily coordinated. Then the tall organization encourages development of staff. Your manager can decide himself either he needs more staff, he want to replace staff, he want to train his staff, and he is the all-in-all authority regarding his staff or regarding his unit, regarding his department. So there is mutual trust between the superior and subordinates as they are looking after a particular unit. So they are actually working as a team. Now, what are the disadvantages? Tall organizational structures as have many levels of management. So in this case, there is possibility of delay and distortion in communication. Decisions and actions are delayed in this case of organizational structure, and this organizational structure is also very costly as there are many managers involved. So definitely they will have high pay as compared to their co-workers or employees. This is difficult to coordinate the activities of different level in this case of organizational structure, and there is a strict supervision in this case of organizational structure. Now, what is flat organizational structure? As represented from the word flat. So this is representing that there are only few employees or few layers of management. In this case of organizational structure, there is a large number of employees who are reporting to a single manager in this case of the structure. So definitely a single manager is looking after or supervising large number of employees. So we will be unable to provide close supervision, leading to great level of freedom of action for each employee. So as represented in this figure, there are only few management levels, with each level controlling a broad area or a greater group. Some employees are satisfied with this type of organizational structure because they think in this case of organizational structure, there is great level of self-actualization. In this case of organizational structure, they can make their own decisions. Now, these are also the advantages of this organizational structure. So flat organizational structures actually focus on empowering employees rather than adhering to the chain of command. So this type of organizational structure give them freedom of decision making. This type of structure give them independence, self-direction, and develops a creative talent among the employees to solve the problems by collaboration. This type of organizational structure is also less costly as compared to tall organizational structure, as in this case only few managers are involved. In this case of organizational structure, there is also quick decision and action. So it has only a few levels of management. So definitely there are few managers involved in the decision making. So there will be the possibility of quick decisions and quick actions as well. So flat and clear communication is the key feature of this type of organizational structure, and subordinates are free from the close and strict supervision. So supervisors or supervision may not be too dominating because of large number of subordinates or employees or co-workers. As with the advantages, there are also disadvantages or challenges of this type of organization, as there are large number of employees who are being supervised by a single manager. So there are chances of role ambiguity or confusion that results. So in this case, there is possibility that employees may don't have their clear rules, regulation. They may not be clear about their duties, what is expected of the workers on the job. This statement is actually representing there is a confusion of what is expected of a worker on the job. This is especially a disadvantage of employee who need closer guidance from their managers. Now, other disadvantages are that there is loose control. So as there are many subordinates under a single manager, so there may be a bad discipline due to this loose control. So relationship between the supervisor and subordinate may be bad. Close and informal relationship may not be possible. In this case of organizational structure, there may be problem of teamwork. So these are the basic disadvantages. So other disadvantages includes that this may create problem of coordination between various subordinates. Secondly, the quality of performance will definitely be bad if there is a single manager who is looking after a huge number of employees.